everybody! So in a couple of weeks, I'll be making a huge cross-country move, which unfortunately means I don't know when the next time I'll have the space, time, or money to foster again. Reluctantly, I've decided to give my custom kitten quarantine cage to another foster, one who does bottle babies, complicated medical cases, and is a registered wildlife rehabber, so I know it'll be put to good use. However, I really love this thing, and before I give it up, I wanted to do a quick tour, hoping that it might inspire some of you crafty fosters out there. So without further ado, here it is. So this is my custom kitten quarantine cage. It's also lovingly referred to as the penthouse or baby jail. This is where I keep my fosters for at least 2 weeks while I monitor them to make sure that they're healthy. After that, if everything is good, then they get supervised playtime outside of the cage. However, at night or while I'm at work, they stay in here for their own health and safety. It's about 5 feet tall, 2 feet deep, and 3 feet wide. It's made out of an old wooden armoire and the gates and ramps from a Ferret Nation cage. Both of these items were purchased on Facebook Marketplace for a total of about $100. The flooring is leftover laminate from when we redid our house, and the walls are painted with a white latex-based paint. Everything is coated in a high-gloss sealant, which makes it much easier to clean between litters. 2 of my favorite features are the caster wheels on the bottom, which makes it easy to move around, and the cabinet lights I installed inside so that I can see what I'm doing even at night. This thing has taken care of kittens as young as 3 weeks old, up to 4 months, as well as nursing and pregnant cats, so I can change the layout to suit several different kinds of litters. I'll even show you what some of those might look like. At about 3 weeks old, when my bottle babies start getting more mobile, they're moved to the bottom level of the kitten quarantine cage. Here I keep a low-sided litter box with a kitten-friendly litter, a heating pad with a nice soft cover where they can curl up, and a blanket, which gives them a little more traction while they're learning to walk. I'll also include some soft toys because they're able to see at this point and they like to have something to play with. I'll put in a low-sided bowl with some water and maybe some slurry. And this is a good size space for a kitten that young to start learning how to use their limbs. At about 4 weeks old, they'll start trying to scale the side of the cage to get up to this ramp. So I'll put in the first level ramp. This has a soft felt cover, which is great because it doesn't have threads that can pull, but they can dig their claws into it and get a little more traction going up the ramp. Another benefit of these ramps is that they can be used as a divider between the 2 main floors, which is helpful when there's a big mess downstairs and I need a place to put the kittens while I clean it. However, at about 5 weeks old, when the kittens are total experts at this ramp, they can gain access to the next floor. This is the layout I would generally use for kittens 5 to 7 weeks old. As you can see, all of the ramps are installed so they can easily access every floor. The bottom level is reserved for the litter box and a few toys, since it generally gets kind of messy down there with fallen litter. The first shelf is kept sparse because it's a high traffic area and things tend to get knocked off if placed there. The second floor is generally the tidiest, so it's where I keep their bedding, including their heating pad and blanket. And I might even choose to include some enrichment here like the turbo scratcher, which is a fan favorite. The top floor is where I keep their food, which is their water, kibble, and wet food available all day long. After about 7 weeks old, they get pretty good at accessing these floors without the ramps, so I might choose to remove them depending on how advanced they are. As I mentioned earlier, I've kept pregnant and nursing cats in here from time to time, and while the layout might change a little bit depending on how social mama is, this is generally what the layout looks like. Downstairs, I'll keep a soft blanket for mama to nurse on, and a heating pad for the kittens when mama goes on break. I might put a blanket like this if mama's a little more shy, to give her more privacy while she's nursing. The first shelf is generally where they like to lay and watch their babies when they're on break. Upstairs is where I keep her litter box. Generally it would be a full-sized one, but I just have this little one to display what I'm talking about. She has a little more space right here if she wants to stretch out without her babies. Upstairs is where I keep her water, wet food, and hard food ready all day long, since they need to eat so much. And you might be wondering, is that hole really big enough for a pregnant cat to get through? And while I'm surprised to say, I've never had any problems with a pregnant cat jumping through there. So apparently it's fine. So that's the tour of the kitten quarantine cage. I know that once I get myself established in my new city, I'm probably going to want to make a 2.0. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments that I can address. And thank you so much for all of the support that this group has provided. I can't wait to get involved in the fostering community again. Thank you.